Okay. So we have discussed up to now what is PO invoice approvals and line item determination, all these things. So today at Anulek has requested how credit memo is posted, how to determine the credit memo. So that also we'll discuss and then we'll move further. Okay. So
Ram, have you started recording?
yeah. So we'll try to post the credit memo against this invoice 565. Then we'll see how it is goes. So we'll just go. So instead of invoice, we need to make it as credit memo. That is, here we have a flag credit memo, and that's it. So I will just make it as credit memo and execute. So by 66, a DP number. It is also went to invoice approval required. So it is went as an invoice or credit memo. Yeah, it is credit memo. Still, we are not restricted to anything. So credit memo also went to invoice approval. So now let me process it. The invoice approval GM2. So we can go down and click on approve. So I'll go to Vim Workplace Analytics. So still the document is posted. So let me go here. So the document is a credit memo. Okay, this is the credit memo. So everything is same. And if you see here, this is your DP document type only. So if you see here, see JetPO 7 a.m. All the rules, whatever you have, all those are applicable to credit memo also. So no difference. Only instead of invoice, we are keeping as a credit memo. So these are all the processes can be posted, like subsequent debit, subsequent credit. Only this tab is different. Means your selection is different here. Other than that, everything is same. You clear?
Okay, so what is subsequent debit and subsequent credit?
Subsequent debit means, see, invoice came, you want to add some more, then you will sometimes supplier will send us subsequent debit or subsequent credit, means instead of credit memo they can just partial credit memo they can send. They both will be processed in the invoice and credit memo. Sometimes if they want to post manually, so additional amount by APS team, so they can select here. So system will not select by copy, so they can select here in the Vim workplace. Here clear? One DP is for entire solution for PO.
Okay, so there has no different functionality for subsequent debit and subsequent credit.
Nothing. Everything.
And credit memo also. Only this difference.
Yeah, only this difference. Nothing is, we no need to
Oh,
do any different configuration.
oh,
Yeah. So today we'll start discussing about the blocking flow. Okay. PO blocking flow. PO invoice blocking flow. If the invoice is blocked for quantity or price, then how we are going to tackle that? So I'll just write it down here. Invoice came, and then it checks for all the exceptions. Let's say invoice is posted, and due to some price or quantity, so there is a block. Let's say here invoice scanned. So all the exceptions processed. There are two blocks. Okay, let me say like one is quantity block. So how it will behave, I'll show you. So invoice is blocked for quantity, invoice is blocked for price. So what will happen in each case? So here I'll write it down. So whenever quantity block is there, what system will do? It will go to one level approval. Okay, so it will go to one level approval, and then invoice is processed. Level approval. No. If you click on yes, then it will be posted. If you click on no, then it will again remains in a blocked status. So here I in the for the same 2 minutes, guys. So here I have two levels of approvals. One is AP processor. First level approval, that is nothing but a buyer. If he approves, then it will move further. If not, it will be in the blocker status remains. Buyer is approved. Okay, guys, you got it. So here, if the invoice is blocked for payment, like a quantity mismatch or a price mismatch, then in case of price discrepancy, uh, price block, so it will go two levels of approvals. And in case of quantity mismatch, so it will go to one level of approval. It's accordingly, like you can go how many levels your customer is actually required, because you can also do that based on the configuration. So here you're clear, right? So there will be a chance, like why quantity mismatch comes, why price mismatch comes, we'll discuss now. So I'll just make this. So quantity mismatch. So quantity mismatch means your PO is created, PO is created, PO is created for 10 quantity, but GR means but you received the goods 5 quantity, then the invoice came for invoice received for 10 quantity. So it is going to be, it is a quantity mismatch. So this follows always three-way match. This follow always three-way match, like your PO quantity is equal to goods quantity equal to invoice quantity. Otherwise, it will trigger quantity mismatch. Example, so you're clear here? So quantity mismatch. So your PO quantity and GR quantity, whatever you received, it's always follow three-way match. So if you ordered 10 quantity guys, but you received only 5 laptops and the invoice came for 10 laptops. So there is a quantity mismatch or not? So you will not pay because you received only 5 quantity. Why we need to pay another 5 quantity related extra, right? You're clear? Quantity mismatch, the price mismatch. So here it is always follow. This follows two-way match. Two-way match like your PO quantity, sorry, PO price is PO net price, okay, is not equal to invoice net price. Then it will trigger this block. Example, PO created for one piece of laptop equal to 25,000, but invoice came for 26 25,500. Then it will trigger price mismatch. You're clear, guys? So what you're getting what I am saying? What is a price mismatch? What is a quantity mismatch? You're on mute. Just confirm me.
Yes, after showing it will be clear, I think.
Okay. So let me create a scenario for first quantity mismatch. Then So I'm creating quantity as per example. So I've created for 10 laptops, let's say. Okay. So I created for 10 laptops. 17969, right? 17969. So MIGO 969. 17969. So here what I am doing, so I received only 5 laptops. Okay. So let me post 5 laptops. But invoice is created for invoice is created for 10 laptops. So let me make the scenario. Here is like I'll just deactivate this approval related and this one. Anyway, approval related it will not trigger. So at least like waiting for goods receipt may be triggered sometimes. Like I'll just make this one as deactivated. Let me post a proper scenario. So here 17969. So before this, we need to do certain configuration. I just forgot. Sorry. So to configure this, what you can do, like we need to do certain steps. So configuration. So create a role. Create a role for buyer and AP processor. And second one, assign the role to blocked region. Third one, assign buttons to the role based on block region. And then so three steps we have. First step is like create a role where we will create for a blocking workflow. What is a product code for creation of role? So that is like product code product code for blocking workflow role. Blocked do scenario is LIX. So go to transaction code, create a role 7 and
Ram, what is the difference between product code of LIX and PIR?
what is the difference, you tell me.
Means in this scenario, we need to create a role under LIX. So at where we can use the PIR product code?
I have given this information. PIR is for parked invoices. So 005 is
Okay,
for
yeah, yeah.
before posting of invoices. LIX is for blocked invoices. PIR is for parked invoices. Once the invoice is parked, then if you want to trigger a workflow, then you need to create a role under PIR.
Yeah, yeah, got it, got it.
So here, uh, create a template and assign it to role in to assign users to role in. So first we'll create a roles, then we'll go to this step. So where to create the role, /n/opt/ cp underscore 965. So here we'll create a role under LIX. JVM buyer. So buyer role field based template LIX JVM APS 7. So we created two roles now. So where to create a role template? Go to /n/opt/cp underscore 9cx2. So here we need to assign role template. So I'll use same standard template for both LIX GVIM buyer underscore 7. So here I can use the standard buyer whoever created, they need to receive the workflow, or I can maintain buyer based on the company code. So let me maintain based on the company code LIX. So here also GVIM APS 7. So company code. This is a standard template. Company code is a standard template. So company code wise field based template basically. So now I will maintain users against it this. So I'll go to /n/opt/cp underscore 9cx4. So here we have already product code sections. So just to minimize, you will see LIX. Under that you see your user ID, your roles. So maintain the roles. AP processor is already there for GVIM1 and GVIM2. I'll make this two as AP processors. So let me make the buyers as the other users which I have, just for a sake. You can give same user also. Okay, same user also. So I'll just show you. So click on save. Now clear. So we created a role and we maintain the user's Agnesh to it. So next one. So what we need to do next step? Next step is to, where is this? Okay, next step is to assign the role to blocked region. So role assignment here, if you like quantity mismatch, price mismatch is there, right? For that we need to assign our role. So always PO based, select the blocking scenario is under PO based. Here you go with under blocked process configuration. So under this we also have a rollout criteria that I'll tell you. So what is this rollout criteria? Okay, so here block region definition. So here price discrepancy, select this. You no need to do anything, just initial actor you change it to GVM buyer underscore 7. So your buyer role. So when this will trigger, what it will happen, I'll tell you. So just we already have a standard thing. So just we need to change our initial actor, nothing but our role simply against this particular price discrepancy. And same way we are also discussing about the quantity. So here also, here we can keep any role. So I am just keeping same buyer. So some quantity mismatch came. So that's it. So these are the additional blocks basically. For PO invoices, we'll have 7 blocks, and one is for parking based PO and another one is for non-PO parked. So these are parked reasons, but anyway, so the remaining all for whichever block reason you want to use, you can use. But in general, in every organization, these two are mandatory. Basically, these two will be used more. So I've assigned the role to block reasons. Okay, so the configuration part here is go to SPRO, PO based invoice configuration. Under that, we have blocked process configuration. After that, we have block reason maintenance. So here, select price block, price mismatch, click on details, change the initial actor to your role. Same way, select quantity mismatch, click on details, change the initial actor to your role. Click on save. So we have done this. Next step is like we need to assign the buttons. We need to assign the buttons. Assigning of buttons against each role. So where we need to do? So go to technical configuration, advanced process options. Under that we have PSS user process options. So whenever your role is trigger, we should assign some buttons like to process the invoice. So first is like first whatever buttons we have for buyer, same will copy to our Vim buyer. So here button types are, so this many button types will be there. So one is action button, referral button, authorization button, approve. This many buttons types which we already like processing in pre-process mode, nothing but before posting of invoice. So we'll write it down this like I'll just make this as different different slide. So there are we have different types of buttons. So one is action button, another one is authorization button, we have referral button, reject button, BDC action, workflow task. So action button is nothing but if you want to take some action or if you want to open want to take some action buttons are like this. So I'll just open action button. So how this action buttons, how many types of action buttons. So if I just glow here, so action buttons are like this. So delete, re-enter PO invoice, change park reason, submit approval. So here we are not doing any changes in the screen level data. So it's just an action. So we are just submitting for approval workflow, or we are deleting a re-enter or change parking reason. This kind of thing we are doing here. So action buttons is like if you want to submit or if you want to open a transaction code from blocking workflow screen. So like Authorization button means, so one user is authorizing other user to take action. And referral button, so to refer the invoice to one user, to refer the one user can refer the invoice to other user. One role, meant to say, like one role can refer the invoice to other role. So approve button is like a action button which is not working. Basically these two buttons are not working, so I'll just remove this. BDC action, if you want to, if user uh, if user want to change some data or delete the invoice, some data at the transaction level. Okay, transaction level, then we'll use this type of buttons. Workflow task, so if you want to take action on another workflow, action based on another sub workflow, then you will go this scenario. Usually this is will not author another based on sub workflow. So we'll create one button just for a sample case. So how to create a button first? So to create a button first, so we have all the buttons in place, but if you want to create your own custom button, then go to process options definition. So here we have different types of buttons. So you can create whichever button is required. So what we'll do, so instead of, if you want to rename the button, so I'll just we can go to detail view. We can
Ram, today is there any possibility to close this class little bit early?
Okay, no problem. We'll do that. Okay, we'll discuss tomorrow then how to create a buttons, then assign these buttons to workflow. Then we'll see tomorrow. Didn't?
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
And one more thing, I have a query, that credit memo. Actually, I practiced in that credit memo posting, but some invoice posting already done, auto posting instead of credit memo. So, is there any extra configuration need to do? Means how system can determine is it credit memo or invoice automatically? Any background job?
Nothing. So you should drag and drop the credit memo only. So you are saying the scanning, from scanning to BCC OCR extraction, you're saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, in OCR extraction, so instead of scanning the invoice copy, there is a name will be there, credit memo name kind of thing, template will be there. That template you download and scan. So automatically it will extract the credit memo as credit memo.
Means, that template need to means I cannot understand how I can download the
Going
template.
further, you will get to know, like once we are doing the BCC communication, right?
Okay, 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 okay,
Now
okay.
nothing
Means
changes
that
are,
is coming from BCC. Okay,
yeah. So we have not done anything changes, right? So I've just simply executed by ticking the checkbox.
okay.
You saw that,
So
right?
the those are coming, yeah, those are coming from BCC.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay. Thank you.
Thank you.